let's see if we change it to basic HTML, what happens to the view. I think the text format is going to change. And we're going to be seeing it looking different. But I would suggest you just leave it on full HTML anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I think by the time we are in the next class, we are going to be playing around with each of these fields and what they do actually. So I think post paragraph. I think here is actually where you add your image within this image block. So at the moment, we don't have an image for my own article. I don't know which article you got, but for my own article, we don't have an image. So what we can do, what I'm actually going to ask you guys to do later will be to download, to go to Unsplash, and then you download a couple of images. Oh, T-Crown dropped off. Sorry to hear. Something's wrong with the laptop. So I've downloaded mine here, and but it's really heavy. I can see it's 8 megabytes. What I'll do is to optimize it, to reduce it, optimize image. So there are all kinds of tools online that you can use to optimize image. You can use Tiny PNG, for example. You just need to drag and drop that image. I mean, this I advise that you do. So it's saying the file is too large. Of course, that's why I wanted to reduce it. It's too large. But anyway, never mind. I think I'll just go ahead and I'll go ahead and upload it like that. Okay, so I'll remove this placeholder that was there before, 250 kilobytes, and then I'll just choose a new one, which is this one, and I'll put it there. Okay, so also down here, it's asking what kind of post is this? Is it a featured, hot, recommended stories slider? So what that is whatever you choose here will determine where that article will be shown on the front end. So if it's featured, for example, you'll be seeing it at the top here. If it's recommended stories, if it's a slider, you might see it here. Okay, just appearing here. And
I've got a question.
yeah, depending on what tell
Can you
me.
hear me? Yes. How about if I
I
intend
can
the
hear you.
article? How about if the article requires probably 2 or more images? So on my end now, the article I've chosen as image, and I see I'm only so I'm then looking for an option to upload one or image, but is it possible to just add more than one? It has to be just one. Because I would think
So
on
it's
an article you could have more than one image.
so it's definitely possible. Like look at this example now. This page, it would have an image here, okay? And then you can have a video inside, and you can still have like some images inside. These are like 4 images, and you can have like a separate image down here as well. So yeah, you can have more than, but this first one is called like featured image. It's a featured image, which has come with the templates, okay? Now, if you want to add an image within the article, say on my end, say for example, I want to add an image just around here after this paragraph here, okay?
Sorry,
So I'll put my cursor
I've seen
there.
it.
Yeah. Oh, you
I've
saw
seen
it.
it. I've seen it. So
Okay.
it's
You
already
see
in the
now.
paragraph text. So I think at the top end we have just by the block quote.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm just okay. I was looking at my home screen. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
see that.
yeah.
So the cursor will
I
just
was
have to
listening
be at
to
the
you.
particular spot. The cursor will be at the particular spot where the image should be then uploaded. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, you already figured that out, and all those features are there which you can add, and I always recommend that you add an alternative text when you upload an image, of course. Just give it a
Is
good
that describing the image?
exactly.
Is this what then for accessibility purposes? Is this what would
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's highly recommended for accessibility and SEO purpose. So I can just put something like diver underwater for mine, and I can even show it in a few places. And then I'm just gonna save it. and because I was editing an existing article. So we see what that looks like. And now if I go to the front end and I refresh, oh sorry, if I go to the home page, which is the home one, I should be able to see my article, which I've just uploaded somewhere under. So I chose for it to be published under the slider, and that's why I can already see it here. Yeah, so it's under the slider. And where else? Under hot and something else. So it's also appearing under recommended. Yeah. So basically, all of these CMSs, they work the same, like very, very similar to one another. And the only reason we are trying to, we're trying to like play with as many as possible is just so that, the confidence level can be built such that you can be bold enough to like take on any content management system at all. Having known that they are all very similar, So the last thing I'm just going to show you before we round up is under the content view. Under the content view, we have files. And like I mentioned before, the files consist of all kinds of media. It could be PDF, doc, and whatever, images, whatever you want to upload. So let's click on files. And then you can see here, I can see the image that I uploaded here, just playing around with. So I've uploaded a few images here and there. So what I would just like you to do in your free time is to try to upload new images. So in your free time, try to upload new images. Yeah. So now, okay, you are very much open to whatever CMS it is at all. So if you reach a company and they're like, oh, we use this kind of CMS, have you heard of it before? If you've never heard of it before, you can say, well, I've never heard of it before, but it's something I can pick up because I know Drupal,
Definitely,
I know WordPress, I know
it's going to be the same thing.
Exactly. And then they wouldn't mind at all. So that's how it is, bro. So
thank you.
That's it for tonight. Yeah.